working on trying to make the perfect espresso. It's been a ongoing battle to try to be able to make a espresso that I think would be upwards of that kind of ideal shot of espresso. But we're almost there. We're getting there. This water, just to help kind of warm up the system, get it going so we could try it out, see how it goes. All right. Now that we had that running, we can go in and make sure that our coffee in itself is the perfect dose. So we'll certainly see how that goes. Okay. We'll see if that's the right amount. $16, it's a little bit under, but that's all right. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. One of the other things that I need to get for this portafilter is there's different types of ways to be able to actually like evenly distribute the coffee grounds, and I absolutely need to be able to look into some of those because the best way to get that perfect espresso is to try to spread this out as evenly as it can possibly go. Just got to tamp it in order to try to get as much pressure as you can get. In case you're wondering what that looks like. And we'll see if today's shot is any good. We are... No! It's going to be over extracted. It's not going to be very good. No! Actually, it might actually come out just fine. Slightly over extracted. So we'll definitely have to keep giving this a shot to ideally find the perfect shot of espresso. But almost there. We'll keep trying. But honestly though, this looks pretty okay. You know, way stronger than the shots of espresso that I've had previously. But let me try. It's not quite perfect. So let me try to do one more shot, and we'll see if we're able to get it spot on. But that was actually extracting way better than it has been the last few days. So let me reattempt, and then this will be the shot for the day. We're almost there. So then now we'll clean this all the way out, and then we'll... Interestingly, whenever you're making espresso, you need to clean this all the way out, and you need to run it with nothing underneath there. Just be able to get all the oils out from the previous shot, so when you go to do it again, it is as clean as it can possibly be. So we'll waste some water, and then we'll try it again, see how it goes. It's interesting because we literally just, the only thing that we've done was change the bean, so then it changes the entire process. So every shot in itself is going to take time to be able to dial it in and be able to get the ideal shot of espresso. So we'll eventually get there. I think that part of this, the making the espresso and everything for me has been a great way for me to get my mind off of everything else and just focus on trying to make some good coffee. All right. So let us try one more time, because we should have enough of everything else to be able to actually do this. We will put this guy back up here, and then, all right. Make sure that we get the right dose of coffee before we get going. Alrighty, my friends. Let's give it one last shot to see if we can make the perfect morning espresso. Okay. Is this 16, 17 grams? That's okay. So whenever you are trying to get the perfect amount of coffee, it's usually between 15 and 18. And then in order to get the perfect or the golden ratio, your goal is to try to get to that 1 to 2. So when you go to make your actual espresso shot, it should be twice as much by weight when you go to actually weigh out your espresso. So we'll see how close we get this time. But we're almost there. One of the other things that I'd like to do in the future is be able to expand a little bit and try those other fully manual machines and see if I'm able to dial those in and make a better cup of coffee, a better way to start the day. Okay. What our next puck will look like. We'll see if we're able to make any sort of progress with this one. just doing the same thing that the last one did. So this is another shot that is, so the issue is that the actual extraction process should only take about 30 seconds or so, and you should be getting way more volume of actual espresso. So this one in itself is going to be syrupy and sour and way more bitter than your normal coffee. So that tells me that our grind in itself is too fine, so that when the water's trying to pass through the actual puck, it can't. So then it just gets super over extracted. So let's try. I just want one good cup of coffee this morning. That first one was better than that one, but we're not quite there yet. So let me do one more, and then we will actually be able to start the day. Which, honestly, being able to hang out with you guys as I'm trying to do this, it's pretty fun. And if you guys are in chat, I definitely appreciate you guys. This is going to be a part of the journey as we're trying to get to making the best cup of coffee that we can. So we are not quite there, and we will try one last time, but then we will go and actually go on about our day. So let's give this one more shot. So that's normally about how much should, it's a little bit more than what should actually flow through here. So this will be our last attempt, my friends. And then after this, I will be able to hop off, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. But let's give this one last attempt and see what we're able to do. It's like a science experiment that you have to continue to change one or two variables at a time until it's perfect. Which, not quite there, but we'll get there. Okay. Alrighty, let's do one last one, and then we will call it. Sorry to be wasting coffee. Honestly, something I'm not particularly excited about, but if we're trying to make an actual good cup of coffee, it's important that I don't get jazzed up on coffee that's not quite, that I know that will not be there. All right. So for this one, the only thing that was slightly different was that we changed the actual grind setting so that it should go from a little less fine to more coarse, just as we were saying, so that the water can actually go through the entire puck and have it be a little bit more even. I'm excited to go down this journey and continue to try to make some good coffee. Let's see if this is the right dose, actually. $17. So we're going to be shooting for 34 or so. So we'll see if that is good enough. All right. The third and final puck, which looks pretty good, nice and even. All right. Our last attempt. All right. Let's see if this shot will be our last one and the one that we'll start our day with. And then we'll move on. Still, maybe. I was pulling through a little bit better. So, overall, volume-wise, still probably over. Yeah, this is more of a 1-to-1, so we're not quite there yet. So, until next time, we will certainly try again. But I thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.